Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're having some more fun with the Omega Shenron fight. Now that I've kind of got the missions done, I got my Dragon Ball Saga run done, I have actually really just enjoyed going in here and having fun with teams. So a newer team that I wanted to test the waters with was the Android team. And so this is the Android 21 team, and I mean, you know, we've got this very powerful physical Androids EZA, and then MVP 17, I think, on an Androids team is actually pretty dang good. And, you know, if you're under the threshold, he actually gets damage reduction, can tank pretty well. And then even without it, he's got a suitable amount of defense, and he's giving defense to the rotation, right, to at least tank the normals and the AoEs. So, yeah, this team actually went really well. I don't think I needed more than one attempt. I think I got this done on my first try, right? And that int 21, just another, this unit right here, just another example of a fantastic free-to-play unit. They frequently dodge for me. They can't on this phase because it doesn't, but you'll see later in the fight, like, she's dodging like crazy. But even here, you know, what is she going to eat from that? Yeah, 32k. Like, she tanked that really well because that Omega hits hard, right? Or the Sin, whatever this version of Shenron is here. But the tech phase still hits really hard. You guys saw in one of my fusion runs, I took like 600k from that thing from one of the fusions units, right? So, you know, it did help that Android 21 was guarding there because she was type advantage, but that's still an impressive tank for a free-to-play unit that's supporting. And, you know, on the right rotations, you know, when she's got big bad bosses active, she's hitting some nice attack stats as well, right? Like, she can hit like 7 mil. Like, she actually does kind of remind me of STR Yamcha, right? Like, that level of free-to-play unit. And doing very similar things to Yamcha in terms of very similar attack stats, similar type of support. His is more like he can raw tank and always guards, whereas she has like the dodge. So like they both have some good defensive tech in their kit. So yeah, very good. And then here's AGL21, who part of the reason I wanted to do this run is because I really like 21. I rainbowed her on her banner, right? So I'm like, I got to break my girl out. We got to use her some more. And of course, the only exception here, right? The only thing I broke away from androids was putting Bulma on the team. I feel like if Bulma fits on the team, like, you kind of have to run her. Like, it's just like a no-doubter. And she actually shares like 3 links with 21. So putting Bulma in slot 1, you know, getting those Peppy Gal links with 21, and then putting 21 in slot 2 where she operates better anyways. And then slot 3 is going to be some type of floating android that's going to help 21 fill out her links. So I feel like this is just a really nice setup. And of course, the GOAT Android 13, another really impressive EZA, right? So getting Android 13 and the LR physical androids, like 2 magnificent EZAs that they gave the androids. Very, very good units. The only flaw with 13, which has always been a flaw of his kit, is that his transformation is forced. This is a unit that I would love to just keep him as a support, untransformed, so he can just keep stacking defense also. Once he transforms, he no longer can stack defense, so you got to get your stacks in while you can, while he's in that form. But typically with 13, by the time he transforms, he's usually a million plus defense. So he's looking pretty good, as are these other androids. But yeah, it's been kind of fun just now. Yeah, look at that, 9.4 for MVP 17. Like, that's pretty good for him. Support unit hitting about 10 million there. Look at that. Very good numbers from MVP 17. It makes a difference when you get those crazy Android links, right? But it's been fun jumping into Omega Shenron with some different teams, trying it out. This is, you know, me making my own content now, right? Like, I've done all the missions, and now I'm just taking teams I want to run for fun. Because Dokkan's gotten to the point where there's like so many good teams and so many good options that some good teams just sit there and don't get used. So I want to make sure I'm doing events with these teams and having fun with them. Because, like, why did I Rainbow 21 if I'm not going to use her, right? So we gotta make sure we break her out and use her. Of course, I've gotten my money's worth out of STR Bulma. You see her every 2 seconds on my channel because she's just ridiculous, and we just put her on any team she fits on. And I do a lot of runs with Dragon Ball Saga, which she is obviously a core on that team for sure. A staple there. So there she tanked double digits. We don't care about the stun. 21. So like 21 never overwhelms you with like a really big attack stat, but she's relentless. Like, she attacks a lot, right? It's pretty common to see triple, quad, you know, attacking turns. And, you know, yeah, sure, she's doing, you know, 6 to 7 million here, but when she's doing 3 or 4 of those, it adds up. She can lay some damage down. So yeah, that was what, a quad attack turn. She got 2 supers. She actually nullified an attack there. And then we got this 21 jumping in. Perfect. So now we are on to the second phase. STR phase, we're feeling pretty good because we've got a very AGL heavy team, right? We got 2 21s and the 13 all AGL. So I actually don't feel that afraid of this phase. Now, we do have some physical units, though, right? So, yeah, we got the physical LR that we have to watch out for. So, I guess they're the ones that I'm a little bit worried about. And then MVP 17. So, right here, we're like, yeah, no reason not to go into the 21 transform. So, let's do that. Android 13 in slot 1's looking pretty good at his, like, million defense type advantage. So, here, it's just a matter of can the physical androids take an AoE? And because I only see one AoE here, I do decide to chance it and not use an item and just see like how the physical androids handle it, right? Now they're a unit that I do believe gets defense on super, so you know the AoE isn't going to be great. But here we go, 13 with all the defense he's got. That's a very easy double-digit tank, considering he was guarding and had like a million defense. And then he's just spitting out like 9 million, so we'll take that. Android 13, this has been a nice easy A too, because he's a unit that I never really used. Like, even when he was fresh and new and it just came out, like, didn't really like him. Didn't really use him that much, right? He wasn't, like, a big dominant force in this game. Like, he was okay. But it's, like, now it's to the point where it's, like, yeah, now he's, like, super good. The Androids team loves it. Like, and here's the thing. Here's the thing that's kind of crazy, right? I'm running an Androids team without Gamma 1 or Gamma 2. Which is kind of crazy because they have been the de facto best androids in the game for a while. So there, 425k from an AoE. So not great. So that was the risk we took. But because we were only taking one, I guess I felt okay with it. I wanted to test the waters and see what they would take. And I know they're only going to take a normal on the end here because we already ate the super early on. So we should still be fine. They should get a bunch of defense on super. And then they're going to be very defensively viable. But the LR androids, that's just the type of unit that is always going to be vulnerable to AoEs. Like, they get a ton of defense on super. Even when he transforms into 16, I think he gets most of his defense on super. So it's just a unit that's not meant to take AoEs and not meant to be in slot 1. So there, even 158k normal still, but we ate a lot of damage there with the LR androids, even with their easy A. But that's what type disadvantage does, man. It's a big difference between guarding and type disadvantage. But we got a transformation. We got a nice little heal. We got Bulma up. This is another turn where it's like... like, this is kind of a risky turn, right? Because I've got 17. I'm like, oh, geez. But I know 17, I mean, our health was low. So he should have his damage reduction up. So I actually feel okay here with 17. And I'm actually thinking in the back of my mind, there's a chance we actually kill him. Bulma taking 200k from a super. So yeah, this Shenron, no slouch. It's pretty rare to see Bulma take damage, right? Bulma's like this invincible wall, so she actually took damage, but that's good. Because had we taken the super, I think 21 would have handled the super actually really well. Because it would have been after supering. But yeah, she's at 7 mil here. And then with her, it's just like, give me the relentless additionals, right? And there she goes, double additional immediately. She's at 7.3. I think this is going to take them out. So we don't even have to chance the MVP 17 here. Because we got it done. So now we're on the last phase. So I knew being very AGL heavy, we'd get through STR pretty quick. But yeah, we've had our moments, right? We've taken some damage, but we've actually got a lot of healing potential on this team. So our health has recovered quite quickly. So sure, we'll hit the active skill. We will get an action deletion, hoping that it deletes, you know, an AoE or a super. Sometimes it's hard to tell, like, what order the attacks are coming in, right? So let's see, he's showing like 3 group attacks. So if we only take 2 group attacks, that means we nullified one. But I think he gets them all. Yeah, that wasn't a group attack that got nullified. Probably just a normal. But yeah, there you go. This is going to be int 21 dodging out. This is what she does. And even 13 getting a dodge. We'll take that. And then we got another dodge for 21. Because, like, yeah, on this turn I was kind of nervous. Like, what is int 21 going to take from an AoE? But I don't even think we get to find out. I think she dodges out. Does what she needs to do. It's what we pay her for, right? It's her job. to dodge and support. But her defense, I think, is also very solid after super. Okay, here's another AoE. Okay, she actually ate that one, but it was double digits, so it didn't matter. Or wait, maybe that was HL 21? No, I think that was, yeah, I think that was it. It was hard to tell because we got two good 21s on the screen, right? But yeah, we just keep those relentless attacks coming. Once again, she's not ever really touching like 10 mil, but she's up to 8.6. And she just keeps those attacks coming. And like, it's just all of the attacks coming in is how her damage like amounts up, right? All right, here goes. Int 21. Yeah, 8.5, you guys. 8.5 million. That's what happens when you get her with big bad bosses. 8.5 million from my free-to-play support unit there. So, needless to say, Int 21 is ridiculously good. Like I said, she is STR Yamcha level, I feel like. She's up there, man. And you guys know how much I like my STR Yamcha. Hey, another attack nullification. Of course, it won't hit the group attack. We'll take the big Bulma turn. I didn't really need the healing here, but we'll just take it anyways. Just see how much damage. I decided to be aggressive and put more damage down than worry about like healing. Like trying to save it for later for healing. So here comes a group attack. I think, are we double digits the whole way through? Because here's the thing, the physical LR trio, like their type advantage here. So I feel a lot better about them, but they did get a dodge for me, so we'll take that. I think if they don't dodge, they probably take a lot of damage based on the damage they took earlier. Because once again, they're a unit that they get a lot of defense on super. But they're going to be good now. I think, what is this AoE going to do? They dodged. So of course, they dodged for me twice on this turn. We'll take it. Do we get 3 dodges? Yeah, we do. 3 dodges from the LR trio. And the reason we didn't see that on the tech phase is because you can't dodge there. And then Shenron here attacking Bulma. We take that. Double digits for Bulma. And then, you know, she's almost at 10 mil at this point. 9.3. So, I mean, her attack is definitely stacking. 9.8. So, yeah, she's just relentless and she builds up. But, yeah, I think this Androids team is fun. So, the thing I was getting at earlier, though, is, like, I did an Androids team and didn't use Gamma 1 or 2. And I think Gamma 1 and 2 are still very fine units. Like, they're still very plausible red zone options you can run. And it just goes to show you how well they've done with this Android team to give them so much support that I didn't feel like I needed to run them. Right? Like, this team is operating pretty good just how I have it. I would say if I had to take Bulma out, then yeah, I might slide in Gamma 1 or Gamma 2 there. But I think link-wise, this team gels really well. Because the thing with Android 13 is he is also a big bad boss's Android, which isn't a common thing that's going to share with 21, right? Because I don't feel like Cell is really good enough to be running. So, yeah, this I think is the way to go. I think if I needed to make a spot and like take off MVP 17. So I think the potential what I could do is if I decided it has to be Androids and I'm not using Bulma. And then I decided, you know, MVP 17 might be too weak for a fight. I could try Gammas there for sure. But I feel like I've used Gammas so much and they work so good on like the Piccolo team and the superhero teams that I don't feel like I need to run them here on this Android build. All right, so we've got a Dokkan attack with 13. We're hoping for a nice attack stat. We got Omega pretty much down to the end. And of course, these are the runs that go well, is when Omega just puts his attacks on the wrong units. Like, this is the unit I want to get hit, right? Yeah, almost double digits. Now, I think we did have Whis on there. But that's pretty good, because he's like well over 1 million defense. Slap down the perfect Dokkan attack at, what are we at? 8.3 million, we'll take it. I think that's probably the best attack set I was going to get out of this turn. We'll see what the Friend 21 is at. I'm not sure how much the Friend 21 has stacked up her attack at this point. Yeah, 8.8, we'll take it. That animation is super bad, though. Like, the punching, it's so wonky. I've always thought that about him. But yeah, he's a unit that, like, they're... You know, I think it was around the time that animations weren't the craziest, but I still feel like even for the time he came out, 13 doesn't really have that good of animations. Pretty bad, actually. And I know he came out Well, did he come out after STR Cooler? Maybe not. Yeah, he might just be older. Trying to remember if he came out before or after STR Cooler, but STR Cooler had like god animations, and this guy does not. All right, and then 6.1 for MVP 17. He's got type advantage here, so we're hoping for a KO here. Oh, he's got a sliver, and then we get the normal, which can't kill him. So this is like, I was talking about in another video. Like, when would you ever be in a position to kill this guy with a normal? Well, we just saw it. Where I supered him literally down to 1 HP, it looks like. And then he additional normal and didn't get it. But all we have to do, I mean, this is still kind of like a iffy turn, because look at all of the attacks in slot 1. So, you know, we just put Bulma there. Literally, as long as we survive and get 1 attack off, we win. Because Shenron basically has 1 hit point right now. And of course, Int 21 just dodging out again. Just looking pretty good over there. Look at her dodging out. We like that Int 21. Yeah, look at it. This Omega's such a jerk. Like, it's like he knows he's at a sliver of health. So she finally got tagged for about 100k. It's like he knows he's at a sliver of health. So he just piled everything in slot 1 before we could just finish him off here. So annoying. But there you go. Bulma gets the job done. We rocket launched him out of here. Let me know how you guys are liking Omega Shenron. Let me know what you think of these androids. And by the way, if you guys like Dokkan Battle, you need help with team building or want to talk about the game, feel free to join my Discord. My Discord is posted in the description of all my videos. So anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.